Is this my new favorite Milwaukee tool? We try it out and then you'll hear the verdict. So come on in and let's have some fun. Well, thanks for joining me today at Bruce's Garage. I appreciate you coming in. So, what about this M18 Precision Blower? When it was first released, I looked at it online and I was like, I don't know. I've got a big leaf blower. I don't use it a ton. This just, I don't know, didn't seem to have a place for me. Well, how did it end up in my garage then? Well, if you watched my SEMA videos, you remember, of course, I stopped by the Milwaukee booth, spent a fair amount of time there. And this was one of the tools they showed me. And it was one of the tools I got to touch and feel and use. And then somehow it magically appeared in my house. No, I only wish Milwaukee sent it to me. No, I'm not that lucky. I guess I must have ordered it. I did. Anyway, so here it is. So I have been playing with it, trying to figure out, was this a good buy for me or not? And, we'll see. But also, how would I use it in my garage? I have an air compressor, so I have a Tornador. I have an M18 Milwaukee leaf blower. And now I have this precision blower. Like, how many things with compressed air does one person need? Well, I probably have too many. Let me just start there. But I do think this might have a role for some people. And honestly, I like it. But let's talk about how you might use it. So when I first started playing with this, one of the things I did was I had just completed a rinseless wash of the vehicle. And I had really no intention of using this at that time. The vehicle was dry. But it was sitting here looking at me and I hadn't used it yet. And I thought, oh, okay, let me just put a battery in it. I mean, there's no setup really. These little nozzles, are easy to put on and off. It's put a battery in. I already had batteries. Not a big deal. And so then I just started going around to little cracks and crevices on the vehicle. For example, the side window. Now the vehicle was dry. Or was it? Exactly. Water started coming out from those seals. And I went around the door handles, and of course, water came out. And around the mirror, and of course, water came out. All right, that's not a big surprise, right, to any of us detailers? Well, it was a little bit of a surprise to me because I thought the car was dry. Now, I didn't use a dryer on it. I didn't use the blower. But I really did think it was dry. And yes, I occasionally get the drip, drip, drips from the mirror or the window seals and, and the door handles, and around the front grille. I do get those. But when I did that and realized that, my naked eye looking at it and thinking everything's dry, it really wasn't. And that's why I get the drip, drip, drip. So I kind of at that point was like, yeah, I can see myself using this. Now, why would I use this over the leaf blower? Well, number one, this is not going to dry the whole vehicle. So let's just be clear about that. Don't try to make this dry your vehicle. It's not what it's intended for. It won't do the job. So I'm not a blower kind of guy as a way to dry the vehicle. But I am a blower kind of guy to not have water spots from these little cracks and crevices. That's the spot that I see this being for me. Now, it's $179. Is it worth that? Well, I'm a Milwaukee fan, so it's easy for me to go, yeah, I think it's worth it. You have to decide if that's worth it for you or not. But anyway, so that's where I see this. Now, I also tried it on the interior, just blowing out vents around the steering wheel, the console area, to blow dust out. Does it work? Certainly does. I have a Tornador. Well, why don't I use the Tornador? Well, I do, but that's also when I'm really fully detailing a car. And, I have to turn the compressor on, plug it in. I don't keep it full of air. Not that that's a big deal, but every little friction point sometimes keeps you from using the right tool for the job or the best tool for the job. But the friction to use this, hanging on the side of my pack out here with a small battery attached, there is zero friction other than me having to just go grab it. It's super lightweight. It's easy to use, adjustable speeds, precision in the airflow. It's got a light. It's not heavy. It's not a big deal. So for that reason, this is a win for me. This is a win for me, and I absolutely like it. There's no question that I see value for me. You're going to have to decide if you potentially see value or not. I do think it's great for those cracks and crevices. I do think your big leaf blower probably does okay in those areas. This just helps narrow that air at 39 CFM. You're getting a fair amount of air, very focused. No, it's not a Tornador. So you could take your Tornador and do the same thing if you have an air compressor. What's the difference? Well, the Tornador is also tethered, right? I got an air hose. And that can get up on the vehicle and it can scratch the vehicle, and it's one more thing I got to pull out and one more thing to roll back up. Not a huge deal, but every little piece of friction, as I said, might keep you from using maybe the best tool for the job. This tool seems to get it done. This won't replace the Tornador if I'm doing an interior and I want to blow out everything. No, I'm going to use the Tornador. It's kind of like a mini tool that's easy to use, quick to grab, and gets the job done. What do you get with it? You get 3 tips, the one tip here that I have, and you get 2 additional tips. This is another blower tip. It's a little bit smaller, shorter in length, and a little bit smaller hole. And you get an inflator tip. So if you want to inflate an air mattress, you want to inflate a pool toy or something, a beach ball, this can do that. And it comes with this nice little caddy that has magnets on the back, as well as 2 ports if you want to put a screw in permanent and mount it. And it's got a hole up here at top that you could hook it, for example, like with a carabiner on a tool belt. So it's nice and convenient. I really like the tool caddy with it. The blower is very easy to change. Comes right out. It's a quarter turn to lock it in place. You've got a removable filter here in the back. Super easy to use, very lightweight. As I said, it is a win for me. Even when I put a 5.0 battery, this is a 6.0 battery here. Yes, that adds some weight. Honestly, now that I put the 6.0, I think I have a 5.0 around here somewhere, but the 6.0, it makes it a little bit heavier. This little 2.0 is like feather. It's like nothing. I mean, literally, I can like hold this with a finger. It's so lightweight. So I like keeping the 2.0. It's not going to last forever. It needs to be charged. Heck, when I put it in the rapid charger, I think I blink and it's charged. So it's not a big deal. It's not going to go dead at all when I just do the little things that we just talked about. It will do that just fine. It's not like I have to replace a battery mid-drying of the vehicle. So I think you ought to take a look at, if it's a fit for you, the Milwaukee M18 Precision Blower. If, again, that use case that I kind of illustrated makes sense to you. Now, I've used it also around the wheels and the lug nuts. Again, it's another way, just very quick and easy, to help get water out of those little cracks and crevices that somehow never seem to want to get out until you start moving the vehicle, and then you get the water spots. My verdict on the M18 is yes, it's a win for me. I enjoy having it, and it's a tool in my detailing arsenal. I would appreciate a thumbs up if you found this helpful at all. I'd also like to hear your thoughts in the comments below on what do you think of the M18, gimmick or gem? Like to hear your thoughts. I appreciate you taking time today to watch this video, and just remember, go have fun detailing in your garage. Have a great day.